Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2023 Toyota GR86 Premium in track red with a black interior. So we're going to check out this GR86, see if this is the sports car you should be driving. So let's dig in. The front end of this GR86 track red with the flat black front grille, the GR badge there on the top right of the grille, Toyota badge in the middle, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals. But on either side here, love the design in the flat black, functional side air curtains on both sides, looks good. Wheel and tire package on this GR86, we have an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, matte black, with the Toyota badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Now these 18-inch wheels are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4 summer tires, 215 on the width, a 40 series sidewall, 18s. Full side profile of this GR86, loving the track red with the black, looks good, satin on the wheels, gloss black on that fender design, and the side view mirrors, no chrome anywhere. I think that is a good call here on this GR86. Now, suspension-wise, performance-wise, right, we have McPherson struts up front. We have a multi-link suspension out back with Torsen limited slip diff on this rear-wheel drive platform. As we move in closer, there's that GR86 design on the front fender, looking good, functional venting. Gloss black on the side view mirror. We're color matched on the door handle. Up top, color matched roof, shark fin antenna, no sunroof. Rear end of the GR86, I'm loving that deck lid spoiler with the big kick up on the trunk. Looks good. Toyota badge in the middle. GR86 on the right side of the trunk. LED headlights, LED turn signals out back, more red, flat black on the rear diffuser area, which I think is a good move. And then we do have a functional dual exhaust. And since we got a sports car and we got a dual exhaust, let's listen to see how she sounds. All right, we're under the hood of this GR86. And since the GR86 is a collaboration between Toyota and Subaru, the Subaru car being called the BRZ, we have a Subaru Boxer engine in this vehicle. What are we looking at? A 2.4 liter naturally aspirated flat 4 engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. You can also get a 6-speed manual transmission, 228 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. The car only weighs 2,868 pounds. MPGs, 21 in the city, 31 on the highway, 25 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Right, before we get into the interior of this GR86, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much am I going to have to lay out for a GR86? I'm liking the way this thing looks. But what's the story on the price? Well, here we go. MSRP base for the 23 GR86 Premium 2x2 coupe 6-speed automatic transmission, $32,500. Now that's going to get you the mechanical features that I talked about earlier. Plus, you're also going to get some safety tech. You're going to get the pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, lane departure warning, blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert, rear parking sonar with reverse auto braking, 7 airbags. They got you all set in this thing as far as safety goes. Now, we do have to add in some options on this particular GR86. We got to add in an additional $425 for the special track red color. An extra $159 for the GR fender vent inserts, an extra $289 for the all-weather matte package, an extra $75 for the GR air filter, an extra $149 for the GR shift knob, an extra $89 for the door edge guards, an extra $69 for the rear bumper application clear. Then we have to add in destination and delivery of $1,095 from Toyota's Gunma, Japan assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP from the factory of $34,850. Let's check out the interior. Before we get on with the review, I did want to let you know that Team Toyota of Princeton is providing Shabby's Ride subscribers with special pricing on this Toyota GR86 or any other GR86 they may have on the lot for sale. In order to get that special pricing, you got to do three things. Number one, subscribe to the Shabby's Rides YouTube channel. Number two, call Team Toyota of Princeton at the number listed on the screen below. Give them the promo code to unlock that special pricing. Now, let's get back to the review. Starting with the footbox, we got a proper footbox for a sports car. We had all aluminum finish, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the trunk at this time. Seats, we have manual seats for the driver and front passenger. Got to save weight, got to go with the manual seats now. Seating material, we have a black Softex with the stitching and an ultra suede insert, which I like. Feels good on the rump, feels good on the back. Nice headrest, same ultra suede material up there as well, but nice black interior. Door panels, we have that ultra suede material up top with some flat black plastic up front, just over the black door handle. We have a nice soft armrest with the stitching, looks good. A really tight door pocket, probably only good for one cup. And then we have flat black on the switchgear. Up here on the dash, we have soft touch with some brushed aluminum trim, which is nice. Then we have some black plastic. Then down below, a nice large glove box. All right, the head unit, we have two heat and air vents up top with your four-way hazards. Now we have Toyota's older 8-inch multimedia system. We have wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. We don't have nav, so all the nav will need to come through your phone on this system, but it is a touch screen, so you can go to your radio. You can tune in your different radio stations that you would like to hear. We can go back to home. We can go to our media. Right here, we can go ahead and connect our phone up via Bluetooth. You got USB connectivity, iPod, iPhone connectivity as well. Right, we can go to our phone. We can go ahead and get that connected. I'm not going to connect it now. We can go ahead and go to our apps, and that's where you're going to see your CarPlay and Android Auto right there. We can X out of that. Roadside assistance, general vehicle settings, where you can go ahead and set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, your driver profile, all that jazz is in here. We can manage our sound settings from here as well as general settings, as well as phone settings. So they got you covered as far as that stuff goes. As we go into reverse, we have a nice large backup camera with trajectory. Could be a little clearer, but it's actually pretty good, so I'm not going to fault it because it takes up the whole screen. So we're good to go there. Hard controls for your volume and your tuning, as well as some hard controls here, so you don't have to always use the touch screen. Here is your engine start stop, it says GR on it. I think that looks cool. Dual climate, which is a nice touch, especially in a small little car like this. Down below you have some silver switches, which look kind of neat, where you can do your defrost, and then you can go your modes, and that's going to take you to different modes on the infotainment system. And then you have your air recirc sync, obviously both zones together. Right, we move on out. Here is the gear shift. Looks like a manual, but it's not. It's an automatic. Go through the 6-speed automatic. Does have GR up top on the knob. Nice leather with stitching. Looks good. And if you don't want the automatic, you can get a 6-speed manual in here. We have a manual emergency brake. In here, you got your traction control off. Then you have your different modes. Right now we're in normal, but you got sport, snow, and track as well. And then we have 2-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. One cup holder, and that's it, but I do like this key fob. Right here, lock, the Toyota emblem is unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, nice weight to it, looks good, reminds me of a Subaru key fob, probably is. And then we have a nice soft armrest, Bombay doors open up, 2 more cup holders, and then in here, you take these off. Down in there, now you're looking at an aux jack and 2 USBs, so they got you covered for connectivity. GR86 steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel. It's nice and thin. It's not too thick, and in a sports car, I like a thinner wheel. Let me know what you think. We got the Toyota badge right here on the horn button, GR down below. Round bottom wheel. It's a tight cockpit in a GR86. I'd like to see this flat. Let me know what you think. But we do have flat black on the switch gear. We have our telephone commands over here on the left with our voice commands over here on the right. Also on the left, you got your source, you got your volume controls, and on the right side here, you have your lane keep assist on, off, or to go through the different options on your digital portion, or excuse me, on your TFT digital dash. Here are the paddles to go up and down the 6-speed automatic if you want to go manual mode. Here are the headlight controls. On the right are your windshield wipers. Down here, pretty simple. Brighten or dim the dash right here. We're going to keep it all the way up on bright and pop the trunk. The wheel is a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, a little stiff since it's new, but it does both, so that's nice. You got your trip reset right up there, and then we got this 7-inch TFT digital dash, which is a nice touch. And let's say we want to go to different modes. Let's say we want to go to sport. Hit sport. Now we got that sport that comes on. We get a little red action. If we want to go to snow, we can hold this down, and now we're in snow mode. And then there's the snow that pops up, and then we can go back to sport, or one click back, go to snow, hold the snow button down again, and that should take us back to normal. Now, there we go, back to normal. Now, to get to track mode, which turns the traction control off, you hold that track button down for a few seconds, and boom, you go to track, different display, and you can see on the bottom right, the orange, the traction control is now off. So you got to be careful with that action. Without traction control, you could put this in a hedge pretty easy, but I like the versatility of this dash. All right, one more thing I wanted to show you on the dash is you can go through different information on the left side of the screen if you would like, and each one of these has some sub-menus that you can scroll down under as well. So they give you a lot of information on this little dash. Looks pretty good. Overhead console. If you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button all the way to the left on door, just like a Subaru, and boom, you open it up, non-LED lighting in here, and then you close it up. There's your SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. We don't have a roof to show you. Standard rear view mirror. Now our sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? No, it does not, and there's no extension. Big window, I'd like this to slide back a little further. Now we do have back seats in here, but they're nothing that anybody can fit in. We can move the seat forward with this button right here. And as you can see, there's still the packing plastic on them. They're very, very small. Nobody's going to really fit in there. So you're probably going to use that for some extra storage room for your bags and stuff back here. But they're there in case you need them. Getting in the trunk of the GR86, now you can pop it from the dash or from your key fob, or you can come to the back. And right here, there's a button. You push it in, it pops. Lift it up nice and light, and there you have it, small opening. Only 6.26 cubic feet of cargo space. That's why I mentioned that you're probably going to want to use those back seats for your bags and whatnot. It enhances the cargo room. There's not much in here, and it's a very small opening. But we do have the all-season cargo mat on here that says GR86, which is nice. And then underneath here, we can lift this up, and what do we got? We got a fix-a-flat. So no spare. That's a bummer. Here is your portfolio in soft text with the stitching. And then here's your front license plate bracket, but nobody's putting one on my GR86. So that's pretty much it for the trunk. Very, very small. And that's why I think most people that buy one of these will use those rear seats for their gear. Because there's just not enough room back here. And then here's your rear bumper application that's clear, but if I try to zoom in, it says GR86 on it, which looks pretty cool. GR86 window sticker, we'll zoom on in, give you all the action. Your fuel economy estimates. Standard equipment on the left, options on the right. Total vehicle MSRP. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're zipping down the road in this GR86 for 2023 in the auto like a mad dog. This is a small little car. I feel so teeny on the road. I feel like anybody's gonna squish me. This thing is low to the ground. So if you don't want to get down into a car or up out of a car, then the GR86 is not going to be your cup of tea. But it's got some really tight steering. Really, it's heavier, just like a sports car should be, with that nice wheel. So it just feels really good in my hands. I just really like how that feels. Good stuff. Sharp on the brakes as well. But I mean, you turn this wheel just a tad bit and it's going to turn the car like a big dog. So just be careful about that. But I got the blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist going on in this GR86. Plenty of visibility out the windshield, side view mirror, side glass, rear view mirror, no problem at all. So really good on the visibility, which is good in a little car because you don't want to get smashed. Suspension is spot on. Love the fact that we have a little rear wheel drive sports car like this GR86. It's right in there, of course, with the big competition for it, Mazda Miata. And so that's where this is aimed, just like the BRZ is aimed at the Miata. I haven't been in a Miata in years. Might have to check one of those out new if I can get into a Mazda dealer. But this is a fun little car to drive. Now, 6-speed manual, I think a lot of people would desire that over the automatic. Let me know what you guys think about that action. Would you go 6-speed manual and shift on your own, or would you just pop this into manual mode and do the 6-speed automatic with the paddles? Let me know what you think in the comments about that. But the flat 4 engine gets it right up to speed, no problem. And now you're going to feel the bumps like a big dog in this thing. You go over some bumps, you're going to get shook around a little bit. It is very, very tough on the bumps. Now, I'm in sport right now, so it's going to be riding firmer, I imagine, than if it was in normal, but I'm not driving a GR86 in normal. Sorry. It's going to be sport or it's going to be track, and that's going to be that. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, you're going to have to get used to an older multimedia system in this. They haven't updated this in quite a while as far as that goes. But you know what? You're going to get your CarPlay and Android Auto in here. You wire it up. You stick it in. Good to go. If you need a USB-C adapter, they're like $5. And that way, you can plug your phone in, get your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to fire up, no problem, and you're good to go. And then everything displays up here from your phone, and you got your maps, you got your nav, you got all that jazz, and you don't even have to bother using this hardly at all. But I like the fact the air conditioning is really, really good in here, which is good because this is a small car, and the way this windshield is angled, it's really sloped. The sun beats in here like crazy, and it gets hot in this passenger cabin. So I'm glad this air has got some serious punch to it, or else even only on a cool 58-degree October day, it would be really hot in here. Now we're going to do an emergency brake in 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, these brakes are spot on. Stops on a dime and gives you change. Now we'll take off. Letting the transmission shift for itself. Come up to our turn. See how she does. Oh yeah, this thing is planted into the turn, no problem. The summer tires giving you the stick and the grip that you need to get around the turns. Obviously not a car you want to drive up in the Northeast in the winter, Woo! You'd be sliding all over the road for sure. But it's a fun car, and it handles really, really well. We got a really tight turning radius as well in here, like 17 feet. So we're going to whip this thing around here in a minute and see how that looks. But it drives really well. And now we're here on some smooth road, and it's driving pretty smoothly. The lane keep assist went off if you heard that doot doot doot. Stay in your lane, watch out. You got the nannies in here, making sure you don't kill yourself. So that's always helpful. So now we're going to zip this around. 17.7, I believe, is the actual number on the turning radius. In 3, 2, 1. Chirp the tire a little bit, and around we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to take off. I'm going to go ahead and hit manual, but we're going to shift. This is a new engine, so we're not going to go over 4,000 RPM on the shifts. So here we go. Down the road you go, and it shifts really well. Let's check out the down shifts. Whoa, got a deer. Big buck too. All right, let's see how the down shifts go. Nice and tight. And it shifts. When you hit that paddle, boom, it fires off. So they did a really nice job tuning in this 6-speed automatic. Got to give them credit for that. Well, just a fun little sports car to whip around, though. Really, really enjoyable. Look at that. It stays planted right to the road. Power through the turn. Out the other side you go, no problem. Really enjoying this ride. But let me know. Is this the kind of sports car you would consider buying, GR86, or its sister car, the Subaru BRZ? Are you going to say, this is too expensive, I'm going to go ahead and get myself a Miata? Let me know what you would do in the comments. I'd love to hear from you on that for sure. But I want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this totally fun and a hoot to drive 2023 Toyota GR86 in track red premium as well for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.